I'm in love with matcha. I'm just saying, this is brown sugar with like pecan crunch, and it's made with oat milk. And when it's oat milk, it tastes so much better. I don't know what it is. It just tastes way better. Now I'm sold on oat milk. Okay, we're back to do another makeup look. I'm actually going to do my makeup first today. I have a little bit more time. I've already dampened my sponge. A little bit more time because I'm starting my makeup early. I didn't have to have a shower because my hair is already clean from yesterday. So we are going to just get makeup done. I did go out yesterday. Today is Saturday, and I'm very privileged to be able to do another makeup look. And number two, to feel like doing another makeup look, because a lot of times at this point in the weekend, I'm just like, nope, I'm done. I'll just do my makeup and I won't film it. But we're going to start with this Beauty Blender Boost Firming and Smoothing Peptide Primer. I haven't used this one that often, and I just got this in spring, and I haven't really used it. So I'm just putting a little tiny bit on my hands here. You know what? It smells good. It smells like, it smells fruity, but then it smells weird. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't have really any Beauty Blender products. I don't have Beauty Blender. I don't even use beauty blenders. Like, this is like a knockoff brand from Marshalls. So then I'm going to use my foundation that I've been loving right now. This is the Haus Labs Triclone Skintech Foundation in the shade 260 Light Medium Cool. And I'm just going to put 2 pumps on the sponge and just hope that that's enough. I think yesterday I used 3 and it ended up being too much. So I'm just going to pounce this all over the skin. And then once I've blended out like my lower half of my face, I'll go in and do the forehead. I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to go do brows, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, brows are done. Foundation looks pretty good. I just kind of go back in and touch up my forehead in case it settles at all. So that's what I just kind of go back and do. Next, I'm going to do concealer. So I used this yesterday. I'm going to try using it again. It's really bright. It's light neutral in the Tarte Shape Tape. I haven't used my Shape Tape in forever. It's a great product, but I forgot how light it is. Like, it's pretty bright. So I have been highlighting a bit with it. And then I just do contour because it's fall. I'm not bronzing anymore. I'm definitely doing more contour. And yesterday when I did my makeup, I did my eyes on camera, but I did the rest of my makeup off camera, so I didn't actually write that down. But I was using my Rare Beauty. This is called Liquid Contour, contouring liquid in the shade Solace. I think it's for medium skin tones, but it's pretty dark. And I have been really loving this. I actually have to put a fair bit down because it doesn't seem to, I don't know, like, it blends out really, really well. And when I say well, I mean like really well. So I'm just going to put it where I normally would put contour. And we're going to put it all around the perimeter of the forehead. I like good contour, but this is a really good blending. So if you're unsure about contour, maybe you want to start with this one. Rare Beauty, I actually haven't found a Rare Beauty product that I've not liked. So if that's any consolation to you. Speaking of, I actually just used up the last of my liner. This one right here. It's like the gel liner. It's so good. It's all gone, so I have to use something else. So I'll be doing that. As you can see, I'm just blending out the concealer first. And then under the eyes. And then we'll go in and blend out the contour. I think I might use a brush, and then I'll just use the back side of this to blend it out after. But I feel like a brush is better. When I'm using my NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream, I feel like going in with a sponge is better. But when I'm using like something like this, I feel like I need to use a brush. So let's see what we got. And I pulled this from my stash up above my dresser here. This is Sigma Extreme Structure Contour F04. So we're going to use this to contour the nose. This is actually a really good brush. It's just small enough to contour nicely. And like I said, we'll come back in and use that sponge to blend everything together. I just want to blend it out a little bit here. And it's had a chance to dry down, so it's perfect for me. I like when it's this consistency. I sometimes do the same thing with my concealer, and I let it dry down, and then I do find it kind of allows the product to settle, and then it doesn't move as much, which, I don't know, in my opinion, if you place it down in a certain area, that's kind of where you want it to stay. And so like I like doing that. I have a bit too much here. So if you can see, I'm just blending it out at the same time as adding a little bit underneath my jaw. So you can see how it still looks crazy, right? So now, what I'm going to do before I apply blush, I'm going to get a liquid blush too. Actually, I do have this one. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Pot Plumping Blush Veil in Perfect Pink. I used this last night too, and it might go good with the shadow that I'm planning on using today. So I'm going to use this area where it's not, doesn't have product on it, and I'm just going to blend everything really, really well. Okay, so you can just kind of see it looks better. So I'm going to add a little bit of powder, but then we're going to use setting spray right after. I'm a little reluctant to use powder, to be quite honest, because powder just doesn't, I don't know, it just makes it look a little bit more powdery. So we're going to set it nicely with setting spray. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micropowder in 1 Fair. It's good for me because I do have a darker foundation. So this is fairly light. I have Hit Pan on this as well. I'm going to set my concealer, my nose, cheeks. So light dusting all over. And then we're going to blend it out. See, forehead is settling. I knew it. I'm going to take the larger brush and then just kind of blend it out nicely. Okay, so even though I used powder, I still feel like I can go in and use that blush. It's still going to be really nice. And then after I get blush on, maybe what we'll do is go in with highlighter, and then I can do a setting spray. So I'm going in with the blush now with my sponge. Just going to use the blush side of it here. Okay, there we go. And then for highlighter, I'm going to use Mary Lou. my favorite highlighter. I've got two brushes. One will be used after we do eyeshadow, and I will use that on the inner corners and the brow bone. A little bit on the cheek, chin, Cupid's bow before we do lipstick. I'm going to have to see how bright the eyes are when we're done. If it's too bright, I'm not going to go into the colored lip. I will do something a bit more muted, probably neutral, not going to lie. I've usually been going in for my nude. Just really love that right now. Okay, just going to blush the cheeks, blend a little bit there. And then we need to get started with the shadow. So I'm going to line my eyes. I usually like a dark liner. I think I'm going to go into a mulberry. This is going to be a little bit of a different look. I'm experimenting again using the Conspiracy palette because I want to showcase that palette. I haven't really touched on it much. So the last couple of looks have been Conspiracy. So let's do it. I'm using the Hourglass Voyeur waterproof gel eyeliner, and the shade, it's a shade Voyeur? Maybe. Anyway, maybe it's Voyeur. I don't know. It's like, I thought that wasn't the shade. No, the shade is Chestnut. Eyeliner is applied. It looks messy, but we're going to clean it up. So now I'm going into the Conspiracy palette, and I really have my eyes on this maroon to blend into the liner, but also the pinks and the oranges. I don't know what it is. I want to try it. If I make a mess, I make a mess. The worst that can happen is it's crazy looking, right? But we're going to play around. So now I had some clean brushes here. I'm going to use this brush. Okay, so I'm going to dip into the pink first, this muted pink over here. So let's dip into that first. I say muted pink. This one's called Pigment. And we're going to put this in the, I want to say crease, but you know what, guys? I go a little bit higher. I used this yesterday too as a secondary transition color, and it seemed to work out well. But that look was a complete, it took me by surprise too. It was a complete dark, kind of sexy, smoky look almost, with a lot of like shimmer on the eye. So I don't know what this is going to look like. Probably crazy too. I'm also going to put this on the lower lash line just a little bit. Not really blending into those like liner yet though. Just kind of patting it on there just to have the color in place. And then we're going to go into Cheese Dust, the orange. No, I don't know what I'm thinking, but we're going to do it. I'm putting this all over the outer lid and blending it up into the crease a bit. This is a matte shade. The first shade was also matte. So basically all of these shades are matte except for Trisha, which is the shimmery pink. Interesting. We're going to add some of that too. Okay, again, putting a little bit of this on the lower lash line, not really blending it out yet. Then we're going to go into Flaming Hot, which is the red color. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm moving up into the crease a bit for this one and sticking to the outer half of the eye. I'm stamping it on first here. Okay, I'm going to take a clean brush and I'm going to blend this out because I think I got carried away with the red shade. So I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take a liner brush, if I can find it. Never mind, let's take a pencil brush. I'm taking the Not a Fact, so the maroon color down here, and I'm going to dip the pencil brush in, tap it off, and press this into the liner. That looks really good, actually. Okay, so I'm going to blend that out. And that's just that little bit on the lower lash line. Taking another clean brush here and blending out the purple. And that purple was called Not a Fact. Blending it out. Oh, that looks very interesting. Okay, and then I kind of want to keep that orange in the corner a little bit because it's really pretty. But I also want to add the pink. So I'm just going to go into the corner with the orange a little bit more. And I'm going just tapping on the outside corner with the red, which is called Flaming Hot, just to have like a really noticeable difference here between the red and the orange. Then I'm going to take that clean brush that I used to blend everything. I'm just going to go around the eye. I usually do this when I'm trying to make everything kind of cohesive and blend it out. So now that that is kind of blended out, I'm going to go into Trisha, which is the pink shade, with the same brush. Get some of that product on there and then put this in the crease and blend it up and out. Cool. Wow. Right, you guys? That is crazy. I cannot believe what this is right now. And I'm going to go into my pills, which is this light shade here, and I'm going to blend out. I might actually add a little bit of Tannicon just to get my skin shade here. And I'm just going to blend starting from the top here, and I'm just going to blend this pink shade out because it's a little high. Okay, I think that's good. Crazy. I think I'm definitely gonna have to add more blush because that eye look kind of blew everything out of the water. So lips are definitely gonna have to be neutral, I think, because this is a look. So I'm gonna add liner on the top lash line. Okay, so I line the top lashes so that there's no like noticeable line between my lashes and then when I apply the actual lashes. So I will be wearing these ones here. I put glue on the lashes and then I apply my mascara and then I put the lashes on. They'll have time to like kind of dry down a bit so that they stick. I'm going to check my lip liner situation here. I have a favorite. I need to find it. So another one that closely resembles that one is my Morphe Bite Me. I don't know if you can buy this anymore, but it's also kind of like a neutral darker brown. So it's good for contouring. I do slightly overline too. But hopefully not to the point where it looks weird. Okay, and then I use a cream lipstick. Right now I usually use a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in I'm Nude, but I'm all out of it. So right now I've been using the cream lipstick by Morphe in the shade Flirt. And it's like this really pretty nude color, really light. But if you blend it in with a darker lip liner, it tends to look really good. Sometimes I'll go back into the lip liner and just maybe like have a hint of a definition line. So just like this. Okay, and then we're going to, I think I need a blush before I do anything because it's killing me right now. So I'm going to go in my stash and see what I got. I'm going to use the Quarter Rosa, and I'm going to use the shade Pashima, which is this middle color here. I think that's going to be a good look with the, it's kind of like a mauve tone. Let's see. Kind of looks good with the shadow. Definitely needed something. So I'm just going to blend that in. Just going to add a little bit to the forehead. Not enough to notice, but just so everything looks good. A little bit to the nose, to the chin. Whoa, now that's a statement. Okay, wait till we get lashes on. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera, do lashes, and we'll return, and then we'll do the final look. All right, guys, lashes went on pretty good. We're all done. I think it looks great. That's another makeup look with the Conspiracy palette. What do you guys think? So I'm going to do a round setting spray here. I'm going to take my trusty little hand fan, and we're going to fan my face dry. Oh, that's so cold. It's really cold here. Tomorrow is going to be a high of 6 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but the nights have already been dipping below 0. So they're like minus, 5, -2. So not the greatest. I like the idea of fall. I've come to the conclusion, like the idea of fall. I love fall planning. Hate the cold. You guys, I hate it. I like wearing sweaters. I like wearing long sleeve shirts. I just don't like the cold. I can't stand it. My hands are always cold. So I think I'm going to wear my mucklucks tonight, my moccasins. All right, so I think the lashes are staying. I think we're good. I think we're in a good space. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did. If you are new, please subscribe. Click on the bell button to receive notifications when I post new content. And let me know what else you guys want to see, except for the newest ones. And I will be having a haul fairly soon. So from Beautylish, I'm going to get some Natasha Denona, some Jeffree Star, and then of course the Sephora Rouge haul is happening soon. So stay tuned. I will have some videos for you guys, and I will see you again soon. Happy date night.